training. Save when you join for just $1 down.
We're mixing it up.
We're not slowing down. I'm checking my form.
55 lifting 70.
We're just gonna keep showing up. Showing up.
Showing up.
You coming?
Save $28 or more when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Friday, April 11th. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
If you suffer an accident, you deserve the best medical attention and compensation.
They helped me get my car fixed and all my medical bills paid.
The Dominguez firm came through for me.
Why should you settle for less?
We've been successful in 96% of our cases, and if there's no recovery, there's no fee.
The Dominguez firm helped me get back on my feet.
Call us for a free consultation. It's easy. 800-ALL-7s.
The Dominguez firm. Injury lawyers. 800-ALL-7s.
Good morning, I'm Frank Buckley. LA County Sheriff's deputies swarm a Hidden Hills home following reports of a shooting, only to find nothing there. Details on the rapper, who they say was the target of a swatting call.
Good morning, I'm Trevor Shirley, live in Washington. President Donald Trump making an abrupt change to his threats to impose tariffs globally, but he's keeping some on China. I've got that story coming up just ahead.
Good morning, I'm Erin Myers in El Monte. A man was killed after being struck by a car multiple times trying to stop those suspects from stealing from his brother's store. Now the search is on for those involved. All the latest coming up.
Good morning, I'm Jessica Holmes. Two of the biggest names in fashion joining forces. Prada agreeing to buy its rival for more than $1 billion. We'll tell you which one.
Hey there, everybody. Good morning. I'm Melvin Robert. Hacks returns for season 4. Details on the new season with guest Carl Clemens in just a little bit.
Coachella over the weekend, hot, heading to the Long Beach Grand Prix. Beautiful. We got you covered from the deserts to the oceans. And there's the shot coming in from the Mal Wilson camera. Mostly clear skies, just a little bit of haze. 69 for the coastal areas, 82 downtown, 92 degrees in the San Fernando Valley. High desert 90, Inland Empire 90, Orange County Inland 83 degrees. Ginger with the latest on traffic.
Yes, we do have some things that we have to break down for your ride. So if your plans take you onto the 110 freeway, I mean, both sides can be busy. If you're on the stretch that's in Pedro, it could be a little foggy there. But here at Manchester Avenue, I mean, the discussion about a crash that was at least 3 to 4 cars in lanes. Look how tough that drive is no matter what direction you're going in, right? We'll move you over to look at possibly an injury wreck. 5 northbound side before you get to the 118. And remember, on that north, we had that earlier crash at San Fernando Road. You see it all around, a busy drive. Some people trying to make their way to the 210 instead, and that has been a tough drive. But yes, this brand new crash, this injury crash is now in lanes. That means the ambulance may have to show up, and it could really mean a major slowdown for your drive. We'll watch, we'll keep our eyes on all the things that are going to pop up. You see how slow it is, so it's going to be a busy one. I'll send it back to you.
Another roller coaster day on Wall Street this morning as U.S. stocks retreated following yesterday's historic rally. That was spurred by President Donald Trump's announcement that he would be pausing tariffs on most countries, except for China. There, the president moved to increase duties on Chinese imports to 125%. KTLA's Trevor Shirley live in Washington, D.C. this morning with more. Trevor, good morning.
Frank, good morning to you as well. Yesterday, after the president's change of course on this policy, the markets did show some sense of relief. But those Chinese tariffs that are still in place have the potential to really take a bite out of a lot of Americans' bank accounts.
After weeks of threatening global tariffs sending markets into a tailspin, President Donald Trump made an abrupt U-turn Wednesday.
This was something certainly we've been talking about for a period of time, and we decided to pull the trigger.
The president announcing a 3-month pause on nearly all the tariffs he'd previously threatened, except on China. In that case, he increased the tariffs as China refused to back down on its own retaliatory duties on U.S. goods.
He decided that a more general announcement, the one that he made yesterday, was the best way to let everybody understand that he's 100% serious about putting American workers first and making the trade deals happen as fast as possible.
White House officials first said the pause was not because of the brutal sell-offs in the financial markets, but because other countries are seeking negotiations. But the president undercut that, later saying he pulled back because of unease in the markets, only to then say the pause was in fact a way to negotiate.
We don't want to hurt countries that don't need to be hurt, and they all want to negotiate.
Despite markets rallying, Democrats say the policy whiplash isn't sustainable.
This is chaos. This is government by chaos. He keeps changing things from day to day.
Other critics say the president is doing long-term damage.
The president is issuing tariffs by tweet, and nobody has any idea how they're supposed to allocate capital for the next day, much less for the next 10 years.
Now, it's important to point out those baseline tariffs that we've been hearing about, those are remaining in place for almost all imports, as well as a 25% duty on imported automobiles as well. That's the latest here in Washington. We'll send it back to you guys in L.A.
Trevor, thank you. Police still searching this morning for a group of shoplifters who struck and killed a man while he was trying to stop them. Police say the victim was visiting his brother's store when the suspect stole merchandise. KTLA's Aaron Myers live in El Monte with the latest details. Aaron, good morning.
Good morning, Jessica. Investigators say they're looking for at least 2 to 3 suspects, and that at least one of those suspects went into that store and stole from it. The victim was killed here in the parking lot. You can see behind me there is a memorial here. There are candles. People have dropped off flowers. Also a picture of the victim, Karush Yagubi. His brother spoke out about him yesterday.
He was the nicest guy. He would give his shirt away. Everybody in this place knows he used to give his lunch away. He was kind to everyone. He loved animals. He loved his neighbors. I don't know what else. He was always there for me.
60-year-old Karush Yagubi, known as Steve, was killed after trying to stop someone from stealing at his brother's store, Giant Discount. Investigators say he was visiting when at least one suspect entered the store and stole a box of disposable masks. Yagubi chased after them and a fight happened in the parking lot. Witnesses say the 60-year-old was hit in the head and knocked to the ground. According to authorities, another suspect got out of a vehicle and also got involved in that altercation. The suspects then got into that getaway car and deliberately struck Karush Yagubi multiple times. This happened yesterday, just after noon, on the 2000 block of Durfee Avenue. When deputies arrived, they found Yagubi on the ground in the middle of the parking lot. He was pronounced dead at the scene.
People from that store tried to stop the suspects. They were involved in a fight with the suspects, and the car intentionally backed over the victim and then run him over, and he was pronounced deceased by LA County Fire in the parking lot behind me.
Devastated family members could be seen outside of the store shortly after this happened. The male suspects, they fled in an unknown direction in a dark-colored sedan. At this time, there isn't a description of them. We spoke with a customer who has been shopping at the store for years and had met Steve before.
It's sad. I mean, his life was worth more than that. It's really sad. It is. It's heartbreaking.
And this isn't the first time the family has dealt with tragedy. 4 years ago, they lost Yagubi's brother after he was beaten to death in Anaheim. Now back here live, investigators have said they don't believe there are cameras inside of the store. So yesterday they were canvassing the area looking for any other possible footage that may have captured those suspects in that getaway vehicle. Anyone with any information is encouraged to contact the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. Reporting live here in El Monte, I'm Aaron Myers. I'll send it back to you both in the studio.
Aaron, thank you for that. A former high school wrestling coach in Orange County is behind bars accused of having sex with 2 underage students. Anthony Oscar Alcala was arrested yesterday. Investigators say they received a report that 2 teenage girls were groomed by the 28-year-old before sexual relations began. The alleged incidents happened when Alcala worked at El Modena High School in the city of Orange and Foothill High in Santa Ana. Anyone with additional information is asked to contact the Orange County Sheriff's Department.
Rapper Nicki Minaj was the apparent target of a swatting call last night at around 7 p.m. The LA County Sheriff's Department received a call claiming an assault with a deadly weapon had occurred at the Grammy winner's Hidden Hills residence. The caller claimed that someone had shot a black adult female and that there were still 2 suspects on the property. When deputies arrived at Minaj's residence, there was no evidence of any crime. This is not the first time the rapper has been the target of swatting. In the summer of 2023, there was a false report of child abuse, followed by a false shooting claim 1 month later.
New report reveals that rent in communities near January's fire zones are rising 5 times faster than what apartment seekers saw just a year ago. Data from Apartment List shows 16 communities in LA and Ventura counties saw an increase of nearly 2.5% in the first 3 months this year, with the average housing unit now costing just over $2,200. Thousand Oaks seeing the largest rent increase, up more than 6% since December. Oxnard is seeing a 4% increase. Apartment List says the increases do not necessarily indicate rent gouging, but they do show how the prices are impacting rent prices, or how the fires are impacting rent prices in surrounding neighborhoods.
The International Olympic Committee announcing some major firsts for the 2028 LA Olympic Games.
For the first time in history, all team sports will have at least the same number of women's and men's teams. The LA Games